Good afternoon, Mesa State students. So it seems like as good a time as any right now to give you a small introduction to the rainforest and tell you a little bit about this year's course. So so I'm right now at the Shiripuno Rainforest. I'll give you a quick view around out here. Yeah, it's a rainforest, you bet. And I'm on a trail right here, probably just about 10 minutes behind the lodge. And I want to tell you a little bit about what the trip's going to be like this year and try to suggest to you that it is one of the best things that you can do with your life. And let's see, this year's trip is going to be about 3 weeks. We'll be leaving on December 28th to January 18th. I'm going to focus a lot on thinking about habitats. So when we go into these places, what we're going to do is spend the first couple of days looking around, trying to get comfortable, learning about natural history, pointing out insects, plants, animals, monkeys, jaguars, maybe, whatever we find. And this year it looks like we could find a lot because groups have already seen 3-4 species of monkeys now in the first couple days, and one group even got to see peccaries really close, the white-lipped variety, about 35 or 40 of them in a herd. So it's pretty nice. I haven't seen peccaries in years. So the forest looks great. Some of the things we'll be looking at after we get a feel for the area will be how to do an investigation in a rainforest or any other environment. And the best way to do that is to do your own experiments. So we'll be taking a look at questions that you come up with, either by yourself or in a group, and then carrying those out as field experiments, and then presenting your results to the group. The project is great in the sense that it gives you a chance to make your own contribution. And really what it does is puts you in a position where if you were a Charles Darwin or a Bates or a Wallace, you were a person who was the first person to enter that habitat, then it tells you something about what that would be like, how you might go about investigating something for the very first time. There's some adventures to be had out here. As you can see, the bugs are not too bad. I haven't got any mosquito repellent on. That part is sensational. The lodge is comfortable. Things are looking really good. You're probably wondering right now what you need to do to, I guess where we're going to go is one question, and what you need to do to go. We're going to do about 10 days in the lowland rainforest down here in the Amazon where it's hot. We'll do about 6 days, 5 or 6 days in the higher country in the cloud forest, and there we'll be looking for new species on the Andean slope. And that's part of the research I'm doing with caterpillars. And then we're going to go up to the Paramo, and we're going to look around at 14,000 feet. Now, I'm not going to be able to go to all those habitats in this video clip, but I thought I'd bring you this one today. And this is the one I think people tend to be most attracted to offhand. And it is going to be outstanding. So what you need to do to go is you need to, number one, get your finances together. The trip's going to cost about $3,200 for the tuition and fees, and then airfare will be on top of that. Now, airfare has been varying a lot, but I usually set aside $1,000 for airfare. And you will need to bring with you $200 in spending cash. That will help for meals that are not covered along the way and some things like some park entry fees. But other than that, that's the big one. Now, once you're squared away with your funding, you need to tell Aparna Palmer that you're ready to go, and you can head down to the registrar, and after about October 15th, the registrar will be ready to accept funds. And the sooner you can pay your entire amount, the better. But let's just say that by the end of October, we'd like to have that $500 deposit, and then by about 2 weeks later, we need to have the full amount, which would be the middle of November. So say, I think we're looking about the 15th of November, okay? If you can't quite pull it together by then, maybe you have financial aid, that's okay. I can be flexible on that timing. However, when you commit to going to this course, I pay for a space for you basically. So it's time, Mesa State's put out that funding for you, so you're going to need to take a look at how you're going to do that. What else? There are some vaccinations you want to get. You can email me at any time, and I'll do my best to respond, probably within a week if I'm not out here, but usually less. And, I just can't tell you how much the world is different from here. Boy, it was very stressful at home. There was a long list of things to do. It was hard to get going, and sometimes I even get cold feet, and I think, maybe I'm not going to go. But every time I get here, that's sitting here, just sitting out here in this rainforest for an afternoon, is one of the most amazing things I've ever done. And it really brings home how much of an influence you can have over your life and how much experiences can change the person that you are and make you a more enriched and perhaps a better person in many ways. So at any rate, I'm going to walk through quickly and you can take a look at the rainforest here. Oh, let's go off trail here. So you can go off trail whenever you want. Just go out in here. Take a look. Could be anything out here. All right, well, nothing big and jumping out at us just yet, but I found some dart poison frogs right here and some tree frogs, and we've had jaguar tracks right in this area. So, you know, come on down and really, I tell people to ask yourself, what would you rather do with a few $1,000s? You want new tires for your truck? Do you want a new exhaust system? Do you want a fancy spoiler? I mean, forget it. You could spend 3 weeks, which is not a short period of time, 3 weeks seeing some of the wildest, most undiscovered territories in the whole world. And this is the Amazon, man. This is it. So come on down, check it out. Ask any of the faculty at Mesa if they've been. Ask them if they think it's a good thing to do. And tell them to be honest, because you know, you should get opinions from people if you feel like you need them. And you know, I think by and large you'll find that people that have come down have not regretted it. It's pretty outstanding. Anyway, there you go. Remember, send me an email, give me a call, let me know what you're thinking. I can call you back, by the way. You can't call me because, well, I'm out here in the rainforest.